It was a cold Tuesday night in America. As millions cast their votes, the nation held its breath. The headlines had called it a showdown between President Jimmy Carter and former California Governor Ronald Reagan. But as the clock struck midnight, an unexpected name began to dominate the airwaves. John B. Anderson, projected 39th President of the United States. Shock, jubilation, outrage, confusion. Across the country, living rooms erupted with disbelief. The third-party candidate, dismissed as a long shot, had done the unthinkable. Anderson, the soft-spoken congressman from Illinois, had captured the imagination of a fractured nation and the keys to the White House. Like and subscribe for more. Also, don't forget to hit that notification bell for more history documentaries. Please watch the video till the end, as good interaction would help the performance of the video and the growth of my channel massively. A president from the outside. How Anderson won. John B. Anderson's victory in 1980 would have been one of the most remarkable political upsets in American history. A liberal Republican turned independent, Anderson had a reputation for integrity, intellectualism, and centrist policies. In this alternate timeline, several key factors shifted in his favor. A more fractured electorate, disillusionment with both Carter's handling of the Iran hostage crisis and inflation, and concerns over Reagan's conservatism, led millions to seek a third way, a stronger debate performance. In this timeline, Anderson is allowed to participate in all presidential debates, delivering sharp critiques of both Carter and Reagan, appealing especially to independents and young voters. Surge in youth and urban turnout. Energized by his idealistic tone and rejection of partisan politics, Anderson benefits from unprecedented youth turnout and support in urban centers. Electoral strategy. Winning key battlegrounds like New York, California, and Illinois with pluralities, Anderson capitalizes on the split vote, forcing the election into the House of Representatives, where his moderate appeal garners enough cross-party support to secure the presidency. The reactions of a nation. President Carter, having lost much of his base and suffering from approval ratings in the 20s, concedes with dignity. He calls for unity, expressing hope that Anderson's centrist approach can heal national wounds. Stunned by the loss, Reagan quickly regroups. He blames the result on media bias and Republican infighting. Though he initially plans retirement, the conservative movement he championed remains potent and influential. The public reaction is deeply polarized. Independents and centrists celebrate a new political era, while party loyalists decry the collapse of the two-party system. Political commentators label it the third-party earthquake. The Anderson Presidency, a new path forward. Cabinet and governance. Anderson forms a unity cabinet, pulling from both parties and respected independents. Secretary of State, George Ball. Treasury Secretary, Paul Volcker. Defense Secretary, Harold Brown. Chief of Staff, former Republican strategist David Gergen. Domestic policy and economy. Anderson focuses on deficit reduction, tax reform, and alternative energy. Opposes Reaganomic-style trickle-down theory. Supports consumption tax reforms and maintaining social programs. Expands solar energy initiatives and invests in public transportation. Under Anderson, the economy begins a slower but more equitable recovery. Unemployment decreases, though not as rapidly as under Reagan in our timeline. Inflation is brought under control through Volcker's tough monetary policy. Social issues. Promotes civil rights and women's rights. Invests early in public health, though initially slow to address the emerging AIDS crisis. By 1983, he directs more funding toward research and education, avoids moralizing rhetoric, positioning himself as a secular, inclusive leader. Foreign policy: steady hand in a dangerous world. Soviet relations and the Cold War. Anderson adopts a moderate approach, tough on defense but open to dialogue, maintains NATO commitments but reduces aggressive rhetoric, meets with Soviet Premier Brezhnev in 1982, initiating arms control talks, builds rapport with Mikhail Gorbachev, helping to lay early groundwork for reforms like glasnost and perestroika. China continues Carter's recognition of China while strengthening trade and academic exchange, supports a One China, peaceful Taiwan policy, German reunification. In 1989, Anderson supports West Germany diplomatically and economically. He backs reunification without militarizing the region, earning praise in Europe. A new political movement, the Anderson Party. In 1981, Anderson officially launches the National Unity Party, a centrist, socially progressive, fiscally responsible platform. Gains traction quickly, attracting moderate Republicans and conservative Democrats. Senators like Lowell Weicker and representatives like Pat Schroeder join the new party. By the 1982 midterms, the NUP holds 5 Senate seats and 27 House seats. The 1984 election, a test of endurance. Anderson faces a strong challenge from both sides. Democratic candidate Ted Kennedy, running on a liberal platform. Republican candidate George H.W. Bush, appealing to Reagan's conservative base. Despite a three-way race, Anderson's incumbency, centrist appeal, and economic steadiness give him a narrow re-election victory, especially after a televised debate performance that showcases his command of policy and refusal to engage in ideological attacks. Legacy and historical impact. Domestic affairs. A more balanced economy, less debt-driven growth than Reaganomics. Early action on climate and energy independence shapes future policies. Though initial response to AIDS is slow, his pivot to science and funding later earns praise. International affairs. Arms control talks with Gorbachev occur earlier and with less brinkmanship. A less aggressive tone helps reduce Cold War tension sooner. Stronger relationships with Europe and a soft power strategy in Latin America avoid interventions like Grenada or Nicaragua. End of the two-party system? The rise of the NUP permanently alters American politics. By the 1990s, the U.S. has a viable three-party system. More coalition-style legislation. Less gerrymandering due to new bipartisan redistricting reforms. Media and political discourse become more policy-focused and less tribal. How is Anderson remembered? Often called the philosopher president, John B. Anderson is remembered as a dignified, principled leader who changed the rules of American politics. Though less charismatic than Reagan, his legacy is one of honesty, reform, and unity. Conclusion: in this alternate America, one man's bold leap outside the political establishment redefined an entire era. Anderson's presidency proved that vision, integrity, and moderation could triumph, and that the American people were ready for something different. What do you think? Write your opinion and version of the story in the comments below. Please be polite and kind. If you want to know what would have happened if Clinton defeated Trump in 2016, click on the video on the left. Thanks for watching.